Hi everybody. Today I have, I'm going to call it the 2020-2021/2021 palette haul, because I have bought a lot of palettes in the time that I haven't been on YouTube. I have, but I've not been making videos, and because I got work basically, and so I was able to treat myself. Also, I sold a lot of makeup, so I've been able to buy a lot of makeup. Not a lot, but you know, I've bought the pieces that I basically wanted. So today I just thought I'd do like a simple sort of palette catch up, and then I've got a haul coming up also from Superdrug, which I think that should be arriving next week, and I'll show you a couple of other bits and bobs like foundation that I bought recently in that one. I just thought I'd kind of separate them out and do the palettes separately. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is Morphe Palettes. I have actually, well, I say I've bought three. I haven't. One of them was free, and I'll explain that in a second. So basically these are the three palettes that I got last year and coming into this year. I did get the 35i, which is the icy palette. I can't even remember if I showed this on my channel, but I absolutely love that one because I love pastels. I also got the 35C, which is the Everyday Chic, which I haven't played around with a lot yet, but I do like it. I do like the sort of more vampy colours at the bottom. It's a bit difficult to show. It's quite neutral for me because, you know, I'm not really very much of a neutral girl, but I did like all the darker colours at the bottom because I do like a nice dark smoky eye. And then the next one, which is the one that they sent to me but I didn't pay for, is the 35S Sweet Oasis. So basically this came out on the 14th of January, my birthday. Around 11 o'clock at night I decided, I caved. I thought, right, I'm just going to buy it. I bought it. And then at 7 o'clock the next morning I got an email, 30% off everything at Morphe. And I was like, you are seriously joking me. Did the launch not go well yesterday? You are trying to push it on people and make people buy it. And I emailed them and I honestly gave them up for. I was like, this is absolutely disgusting. I cannot believe that you launched something and then literally not even 12 hours after I've bought it, it's already on sale. I said, that is just ridiculous. It's unacceptable. So they refunded my money and then this arrived. So I don't know if they just decided just to send it to me because of like my complaint or whatever, but I did end up with it and I do really like it. The colour story, it just screams me. Less probably this side, although I do appreciate the nice grey in here, but I loved all the like pinks and aqua sort of shades. So I did get that. So it's always nice to get something for free, isn't it? Right, okay. Other palettes that I got last year. I did pick up, I can't remember if I showed this on my channel, I'm not sure I did, but I did pick up the Tammi Tropical Twilight palette. I saw swatches of it and I really did like the colours in this. I love the colour story. That's what this one looks like. This one's gorgeous. It's the same sort of format as Alexis Stone, which is this one from them, and I absolutely love this one. So this one is Alexis Stone. It's all mattes. Love it. Love me some good colourful shadows. Quality of this is fantastic. So I was like, okay. I'm not a huge fan of Revolution eyeshadows, but I just thought that the swatches of this looked really good and I just really appreciated the colour story. So there's quite a dent in some of these shimmers at the bottom, particularly this blue one. But yeah, I do like that we have some more neutral shades, but they're darker. So some really nice dark reds and browns up here. And then it's just a really nice kind of like almost the rainbow spectrum, but in a like darker, more vampy sort of shades. Sorry about that, my battery cut out there. Okay, so the next palette that I've got, I picked up the Unicorn Cosmetics Wicked palette. I've heard they're going to be bringing out an angelic palette, so I'm interested to see what that looks like. And the format in this one is somewhat different. These big pans are actually really nice. They're a really good size and they've nice sort of payoff. This grey is really lovely. I really like this one. Sorry, I've got loads of swatches on me, but that's that grey there. It's really pretty. So that is that one. And I really do like the split pans in the middle. I know this is not for everybody, and to be fair, because of the size of them, I actually do think that they could have actually pushed them across and had an extra set of them here and then it being more balanced. But I do actually like these split pans. They are really nice, like as duos. So I quite like the concept. It's something a little bit different. I picked up Cremated. Cremated is fantastic for me because I love these kinds of shades. I think that they make for a really nice eye look, and they're also really nice to use in companion with other palettes. So I did pick up Cremated. I love greys. You can see it's been well used and loved already. The Limousine is nearly gone. I love the shade here. I do absolutely love this palette, and you get some really nice eye looks from this. Neutral looks that are very cool toned, which is more my sort of thing. So I really enjoy that palette. And then the other one that I got from him, which you'll be a bit surprised for me, is Orgy. The reason I got this is because I retired Naked 1 and Naked 2 and Naked 3. And now I don't really have a huge amount of like neutral palettes in my collection. The 35C is fairly neutral. And then I have the, this one I consider my sort of high-end neutral palette, which is Norvina 4, which looks like that. But it has some really nice pops of colours, some shimmers and some glitters in there. So I wouldn't say it's a neutral because it has a lot of pinks and some yellow in there as well. So yeah, I have that. But I wanted something where I could just have a whole batch of neutral matte colours that I could use in my crease, use in my brows, and just they'd be really great to to go with other things that I used. So I did pick up Orgy, and I do really love it. The quality is fantastic. I really like it. I do just feel that he could have made it, I know this is ridiculous, but one row bigger and put the shimmers across the top. I didn't get the shimmer palette at the time. I would like to get it, but at the same instance, I'm not a huge user of neutral shimmers, but I do collect Jeffree's eyeshadow palettes. So it's a bit sad that I don't have that one. I might try and get it in the future. But I do absolutely love this, and you just can't take away from the quality of these shadows. They're really, really nice. Okay. So this is basically the quality of the shadows. I'm going to pop the palette down and I'm going to put them there. So that's them there. You just can't get away from the fact that his shadows are such great quality. So I'm going to wipe that off on my towel because I don't want to get it on my white jumper. But yeah, they're really, really good quality, and I have actually used that. I actually use that a lot in conjunction with other palettes. So if I want a nice brown through the crease or underneath the eye, or I've actually used this on my brows as well. So I do think it's a really nice companion palette in my collection. And then the last one to show you from Jeffree is Blood Money. This is super pretty packaging. Love this. It's got this thing that you kind of press together and it opens up. And I love green eyeshadows, so he's done for me. I love blues, I love greens, and he's done them both, and he's done them incredibly well. So that's what this looks like. And I do absolutely love it. I just kind of wish that really yellow gold wasn't in there because I'm not massively into gold. But the greens in this palette are so stunning, and I've used this a good couple of times. So yes, really love that. So I've showed those quite quickly, and we'll move on to some other stuff. Right. I've got two palettes from Melt that I added to my collection. I have a couple of others, but they're further down the pile, so we'll tackle these first. I did pick up 420. And the colour story in this is really nice. So that's what that one looks like. I really do appreciate these yellows. I actually like the gold in this one, but these greens are just something else. These ones here are so pretty. I really love them, and I find they're really nice to work with. I don't have a problem with them. That's the quality there. You just can't honestly escape the quality of Melt. It's fantastic. They're so pigmented. I find them so easy to work with. I absolutely love Melt. So I could not resist this one because I love a good grungy sort of eye story. And then I ultimately caved and got the 27, which is one that I'd missed getting. And I just thought, you know what, you've got all of the others, just cave and get it. So I did. And I'm actually really glad I got it. It's kind of neutralish for me, but I do really like it. I haven't used it loads yet. I've used this colour, and I believe I used with this colour and that colour. So I've used a couple of the colours so far, and again, the quality of this, I mean, it's just lovely. I don't want to touch something that I haven't like used, but so the quality, you just can't get away from like how amazing they are. Look at that there. The pigmentation is insane. It's crazy. So absolutely love that, and I actually do like it. I think what I like about it is it's got some quite unusual browns in there and some oranges and a really nice bronze. And then it's got some dark colours. I appreciate that Melt tend to put quite a few dark shades in their palettes. Right, something I recently added to my collection. I actually got these with birthday money. So I picked up these two palettes and I had a code to get 20% off. So I picked up the BH Cosmetics Drop Dead Gorgeous Full On Crazy palette. It was their Halloween palette. And I actually got the Glitter Gel Blood as well, which I haven't got here to show you, but I do have it. It's in the drawer. And that's what this one looks like. And honestly, I've looked at this since it came out and been like, I'm not sure about the colours. I'm really just not very sure. It is insane. I've already tried it. I absolutely love it. And this navy blue shade is just gorgeous, but I love the reds in here as well. So I do intend on using this on my channel coming up sometime soon because I really like it. I really like the different colours in there and it's quite unusual. So I love that one. And then I haven't used this yet. Basically we've gone back into lockdown, so I've got the Ace Beauty and this is the Flair palette. This is the first time I've purchased anything from Ace, so it's quite interesting, but the story spoke to me in this one because it's very grungy. So, and I've seen swatches of this and it looks insane. I haven't touched it to swatch it, I haven't used it, but hopefully I'll use that on my channel. I'll maybe do a first impressions with this because I haven't even touched it. I've stopped the thing where when it arrives I want to swatch it. I've actually stopped doing that now. I don't actually physically see it until I sit down and use it, and then I might swatch a few colours and decide what I'm using together. But I love the whole bluey green line and then kind of your orangey line and then your pinky line. So that's really pretty and I'm excited that I got that. Right, I have some launches from Suva. I have the Hydra colour palette which I got. I don't think I've ever showed you that, to be fair, so I'll pop that into the video. It's the Hyper colour palette, sorry. I did get the Hyper colour palette when that released, which looks like this. It's great. I mean, the top ones are absolutely gorgeous. I love these, and they're UV light reflective, and you can actually, there's matte shades and then these are the UV glow shades at the top. You can actually mix water with them to make liners, and then these are glitter toppers as well, and they're beautiful. It's insane how you can take one of these mattes and then put a glitter topper over it and see the difference. Like let's take this red for instance. This red is beautiful, so let me pop that somewhere. So that's it there. Look at that, it's beautiful. And then I'm going to take the pink shimmer, which looks like that, and I'm going to pop that over the top. And if you see the transformation of that shadow now, look at that, it's so beautiful. I love how they press over the top. So they're really insane shadows, those at the end, and they're great for glitter toppers, but they're also nice highlighters and they're beautiful on the inner eye. Honestly, your eye just totally lights up when you put these on the inner eye. So there's quite a dent, particularly in the pink one and the green one. I use those ones the most. So I really love this palette and I'm really glad I got it. And then they released, after that, they released these little, these are the ones that are water activated. So these are the little mini palettes that they put out. So basically you use these with water, and you have this one in the blue, which is very sort of like pastel shades, and then the one in the yellow, which is more kind of primary shades. So I've actually tried these. You can see where it's got the water on the surface, and I really like them. They make amazing liners. So I'm really excited to play more with those in the future. I also picked up their new release, which is called the Magic and Ecstasy palette. So I was quite excited about this one because this one's something a little bit different from them. And so you get a row of mattes and then a row of glitters. It's so difficult to show when you've got like holographic background. But these are different shades that are in the Hyper colour palette. because the Hyper colour palette is a lot more primary shades, and these are not, so hopefully you can kind of see that there. But they are of a similar size, just slightly smaller, this one. But I like this because I do love a good pressed glitter, and I know that a lot of people probably missed it because of that, but it's also got a nice black and white at the end, which also is lovely. So you've got like a mustard shade with a yellow glitter, and then the orange and the orange. Obviously a purple with a pink, a blue and a blue, and a green and a green. But they are really nice. Again, you just can't get past the fact that their shadows are such good quality. So that's what the green looks like there. It's a really nice colour actually. It's kind of a grass green, and then the glitters are really nice as well. I kind of just don't really want to swatch them or I'm going to get really messy at this stage. But I'm really glad that I did pick up this palette because I love bright colours and I really like the colour story in there, and I love a good pressed glitter. And then this is the latest release from them, which is the Suva toppers. I had to pick this up. It's basically the same 4 toppers from the Hyper colour palette. I use them constantly, so I wanted to pick this up because I couldn't be without them basically. So now I know that I have them in a bigger version. It's really great. So that palette is gonna get less hammering, and I can use this one instead. Although I think I'll probably still continue with the other one and kind of use this almost as a backup kind of palette. Right, the next palette I'm going to show you was definitely a splurge because I'm a working lady. That sounds wrong. But I did pick up the Natasha Denona palette, They had a massive amount of it, and I think it was around £80, which is still crazy money. But I wanted to see what all the hype was about, and this is the Trio Chrome palette. I love the packaging. It's kind of purple to pink to blue to green. It's hard to show on camera because with the light you're only going to get really the bluey colours. But the palette itself is beautiful. The quality of these shadows and the kind of grungy nature of the shadows themselves, the colour story, it's so beautiful. And I've actually used this one quite a bit since I got it because I got it last year. I love this palette, so I'm really excited that I got that, and I am definitely pleased that I picked that up. I don't know if I'd pick any more up by Natasha Denona. She'd have to really blow my socks off with the colour story for me to pick something else up, but I do love it. I do have Beauty Bay palettes to show you. These have been shown a million times, so I'll just be very quick about it. I picked up Sunset Horizons. I do love the Beauty Bay eyeshadow quality. Sunset Horizons looks like that. Again, you'll see these are just so a piece of me. This shadow here is insanely beautiful, and it has took a battering, but I do love this, and I do love the colour story in that. I like a good colour story, guys. I did pick up the Book of Magic because this is just me in a colour story. I love blues and teals and aquas, and I love the pops of purple in there. So this was just a no-brainer. I wish I'd known they were discontinuing. I honestly would have bought a backup because I love that one. And then I just picked up the New Romantic, which is what's on my eyes today. And that's what the New Romantic looks like. I couldn't not, guys. I thought it might be limited edition for Valentine's, so I thought just get it now in case it sells out because it's beautiful. The only thing that's annoying is Beauty Bay they put their palettes up and then within like a week it's like, oh, take 20% off, but you're like, do I buy it or do I like run the risk of it selling out and then not get it? Something I got that I never showed you, but again it's old news, is the Nikki Palette. I'm a huge fan of Nikki. She's the first person I subscribed to on YouTube. Well, one of the first. I absolutely love her, and I've watched her since the beginning. Since she was sat on her bed doing her makeup. I absolutely love this. You can see this has had some serious attack to it. This shade I'm obsessed with. I love this one. I love this one. I love this one. I am crazy about these two shades here. Sorry if you're not saying that, but I absolutely love this palette. So fantastic. And then I picked up the Mitchell palettes in the Black Friday sales. I think are they 40 something each, and I basically got them for 24 each. Now, when they arrived, this one's absolutely fine. That's what it looks like. Again, love bright colours. This colour story screams, put me on please. And I have actually used this a couple of times as well. More for the purples and lilacs. I did a look from this and I love it. The next one, I haven't used it yet. It arrived and it was damaged, so I basically got in touch with them, took photographs. I returned it and they sent me a replacement, so I've not touched this one at all yet. So this is my replacement, but the colour story in this one is so stunning. But basically, I sent it back. I had to pay postage. They refunded my postage. They returned me a new one, which they did incredibly quickly. And then they actually refunded me the full price of this palette. I was so impressed. So this actually cost me nothing. And honestly, the customer care, the speed, I ordered them on the Thursday night, which is like just before midnight. I think the deal went up. I actually got this first thing on Saturday morning. The speed of postage, the care, the customer care, honestly, was so amazing. So I'd highly recommend using them. I'm waiting for the little palette to go on offer again. I wish I got it when it was on offer, but I didn't. But I do love this, so I'm very excited about that. And we're on to the last few, guys, honestly. So I did pick up the Club Nebula palette by Kaleidos. This is a collaboration with Angelica Nickfist. I don't know if that's how you say her name. I'm so sorry. But I had to pick this up. I'm a sci-fi fan as well, and I love Angelica's videos. And I've never had anything from Kaleidos before. And that's what this one looks like. I'm going to do a separate video with this one. Now, I just bought the palette because you could buy the palette, you could buy the box separate, and then a pack of cards. I just bought this, but then it arrived in the PR box. So I'm really, really pleased. The PR box is beautiful. So I'll do a separate video and you can see the PR box in that video. But this is absolutely stunning. Again, I've only used the red and the peach, which I've done a little red on the outer corner and peach along the edges. I kind of mixed this with the New Romantic. So I haven't touched anything else in here yet, but I'm super excited too. So I'll do that on camera with you guys. And then the last few things are actually from Melt. So I picked up the She's in Parties collection palette just because this colour story, it's me. I love burgundies and reds and vampy kind of plum colours. So I had to pick that one up. It's beautiful. They also recently released Blueprint, and I love blue shadows and green shadows. So I picked this up. I haven't swatched it yet, but this is stunning. I love these few little kind of bronzier ones at this end. I think it's a really nice little kind of addition to that. And the blues look insane. So I'm excited to use that. And then the last two palettes in this video, this is a marathon. I got the Beetlejuice palettes because I'm a huge Beetlejuice fan. I just love the film. We just watched it the other night. My husband had never seen it, so we watched it and it was just so good to see it again. I used this and I put a picture on my Instagram of me wearing this one. This is the Recently Deceased. This packaging is everything. It is in neon clear plastic. And this one, just so nice. It's got the sandworms on the top there. And the colours in this one. Oh. Somebody used it and they blended them and it went brown, because that's, you've got to be very careful when you blend certain colours together. But I used it and I didn't have that problem. The colour story in this is so stunning. I absolutely love this. So I've used this one. I've actually used this one twice so far. I've not used this one yet. This one's called The Waiting Room. And they actually came with beautiful little kind of see-through type things on them. You're not going to see the absolute beauty. But this one is a scene from when they're actually at Beetlejuice's grave. And this one, that was in the other palette. And then this one was from the Waiting Room palette, which is the waiting room basically in the film. And it's the girl that's chopped in half sitting on the sofa. So yes. Anyway, this is the Waiting Room. I've not used it yet, but I keep looking at it. It's a thing of beauty. I love it. I love me red eyeshadow. I have a little box of just red eye products separated because I love them. And I don't buy a lot of single eyeshadows. But I love all that bottom rose red. Well, technically it's the top. And then you've got a nice shimmery sort of colour here. You've got some nice grungy greys, a black and a white. I just think it's absolutely stunning. So I can't wait to use that as well. But we've been in and out of lockdown so much and I haven't really had the opportunity. And I've been so busy I haven't had the opportunity to play. So that is it. I've caught you up, I think, with every palette. Apart from, I don't know if I ever showed the Norvinas on film, but I did pick these up. But again, I can't even remember if I showed them. But I did get the one, which is just beautiful purples and pinks. Two, which is likely my favourite because there's a lot of blues and greens in here. And then the third one, which I use the most, funnily enough, which is this one. So I did get those. And I did get the three little mini ones, but they're over there. So I will not show you those ones right now, but yes, obsessed. The quality of these, I know they're super expensive. The quality, and actually I picked a backup of this one because I use this one so much. I actually picked a backup of this one. I got it for 38, which is like a massive reduction. So look out on Lookfantastic. I think it was Lookfantastic, because they often have deals on there. And honestly, I know people can look at it and go, oh well, you know, that's just so expensive. These shadows, the quality of them, they're so soft and buttery. I mean, the quality. Purples are so difficult, but that one is so intensely pigmented. Honestly, I am blown away with the quality of this. After I got this, I knew I was going to get any other one that they brought out, because the quality is insane and I just love it. And I find it difficult. When I first got it, I found it so difficult to use something else. I try to use a different palette every day. I just wanted to use this one every day. I love it so much. So you are definitely caught up now, guys. Definitely, definitely. I don't think I have any other palettes. You'll be so pleased to hear. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that. If there's any palettes in this video that you want to see me use on this channel, then I will do. Like I said, I'm going to do the Club Nebula. I might do a blueprint one. I might do a Made by Mitchell. Yeah, and we'll see what other things I might pop up on my channel as well. So that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe if you did. And I will love and leave you and see you in the next one. Bye.